they don't even have a race. They're a fictional character. And even if they're not black or they don't have dark skin, so like, what is the issue? If I make a black version of that character, what is the problem? So it's been a while since I've been on this channel, and there was something that drew me back to wanting to making videos. This video in particular, there has been some things that I've seen happening within the community that I just wanted to address. So I'm back at it again with the white hair. Honestly, it's actually about to be my birthday again in about another month, and I think I might make this like a yearly tradition to just wear this white hair around or on my birthday. This is like the second time now, and it's like really kind of uncanny that around the same time I'm wearing this white hair. But that is besides the point. Today's video is about black girls and cosplay. This all started when I was scrolling through TikTok, and I noticed this girl, it wasn't the actual girl, but it was another person commenting on what had happened to this girl. The girl that I'm talking about is named Mia Rios. She is a pretty popular cosplayer, I assume. I think she's pretty well known. This video in particular was talking about how she had gotten banned off of the platform. And you would have thought she did something heinous, right? Or something disrespectful, something absolutely terrible, right? No. I want you to take a wild guess what she did. I'll wait. Type it in the comments. What do you think she did? You know, it was so bad that she got banned off of TikTok. Mia Rios is a popular cosplayer. She does cosplays like Atsuka from Evangelion. I think she's done Goku. She's done some pretty prevalent cosplays. I'll put some up here so you can see. She's an overall young, beautiful black girl that is into anime and kawaii subculture, and somehow that's a crime. I really want to talk about why this is such an issue. Why is this such a problem that when black women in particular try to enter into nerd spaces, we get this visceral pushback from the masses. In terms of Mia Rios, what her fans were saying was that she was culturally appropriating and criticizing Japanese culture. Her wearing kawaii subculture and her being in cosplay somehow sexualized the characters. When I looked at her photos, she was basically doing the same stuff everybody else is, so I'm very confused as how she is sexualizing the character by just wearing the outfit. I'm very confused, especially for her Atsuka cosplay. I think people were saying like, you being in a school uniform is overtly sexual. And she asked them, well, if a white person had done it, would it be the same response? Would you be reacting to it the way you are right now? And they said no, because white women aren't sexualized like black women are. And that right there, that's a lot to unpack. I just find this situation to be so disappointing. This is not even the first time I've seen this happen. I've seen this repeated so many times. Are you guys familiar with that chant? Hinata isn't black. Hinata isn't black. But she only black today. She only black today. The fact that we had to make a chant just to push back at all the negative reception we get from people just for expressing our interest in nerd culture, in anime, in freaking sci-fi. Like, y'all got mad about Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. Don't even get me started on The Little Mermaid. Are y'all serious right now? You're really mad about a mermaid? You guys, she's a fiction. She's a fictional character. She ain't real. I can't with y'all people, bro. Hold on, I need a second. Just give me a moment. So aggravating. Like, you guys. Does it muddy the material somehow because we're in it. Personally speaking, oh wait, hold on, I just messed up my hair. Personally speaking, I think we make the characters cooler. You made that for me though. But I think we add like just some zest. I don't know. Did y'all listen to the trailer for Little Mermaid? Did y'all listen to it really? Did you hear the pipes on Halle Bailey? And you're gonna tell me come on, I'm not even gonna get into it.
Something else that I wanted to touch on is that not all depictions are equal and sometimes can even be harmful, perpetuating already negative stereotypes of any given people. What comes to mind for me would be the what if version of Thor. The character is transformed into a young black man who lives in a version of Asgard that is suddenly covered in graffiti and has sneakers hanging from a cable line. The essence of the original character in this instance is erased. This isn't what I think of when looking for good representation. I don't think the personalities of the characters should be changed in any way. In terms of cosplay, what I think is better is to adjust the characters so that black features can shine through instead of us having to align to white ideals and standards to be able to participate in cosplay.
The main point of this video is that I'm really tired of seeing young black people who are interested in these nerd spaces, things that like, let's think about this for a second. Y'all, we're talking about mermaids, we're talking about elves, we're talking about like superheroes. The fact that we're gatekeeping those things, what's the word? BFFR.
Like be fucking for real.
Yeah. You guys, they're not real babes. They're not real, honey. Look into my eyes. I'm your mom right now. Hun, they're not real, okay? They're just fictional characters. You will be alright if a black person plays them. Because they're not. Say it with me. They're not real. There you go. That's a good champ. I don't want to see young black girls, black women, black men, anybody who was into this kind of stuff. I don't want to see them getting dragged on the internet, bullied off of the internet for doing something so minute. You would think that these people had killed somebody or something, the way that y'all are chasing them off of the internet because they showed interest in your fave character and decided to cosplay the black version of them. What were they supposed to? Are we just not supposed to cosplay? Is that it? Is that what y'all want? Because that's not happening. That's not happening. I'm sorry. This whole thing today, I did this specifically for this video because, I mean, I've always wanted to cosplay, and that's the thing too. When I was like in high school, I was like around 16, 17 years old, and I had a white friend. And I mentioned to her that I wanted to cosplay Link from The Legend of Zelda. And she told me, you can only be Dark Link because Link isn't black. Love that for me. That really stopped my passion for cosplay right in its tracks. After that, I never did any really extravagant cosplay. I never tried to do anything really elaborate. It wasn't up until like 2 years ago that I was just like, get we ball about cosplay, and I've started to do like a few little simple things here and there, like little closet cosplays I would do, and I've been having so much fun with it. I love this stuff. I've always loved it. I've loved it since I was a kid, and the fact that we're shamed out of liking these things to the point that we drop it entirely, I don't want to see that happen to these girls growing up behind me. Like, to think that that's still going on, it just makes me sad, especially over something like this. Cosplay, like that's the last thing that should be on your mind about gatekeeping stuff. We barely have enough exposure as it is, especially in those kind of spaces. I made a whole video about this already, how much I want to see more black people in these spaces because I love anime so much. I love gaming so much. I want to see more people of color in these things. I don't know if anybody plays Genshin Impact, but I know when Sumeru opened up, so many people were disappointed about the lack of diverse characters, or like the lack of anybody past like tan in literally a desert oasis. Babes, you live in the desert, you gonna tell me you're not even a little bit dark? Okay. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I don't know why there's all these doors shut for Black people at every freaking turn. Like, we can't enjoy nothing out here, dog. It's just sad. We can't have nothing. I predominantly follow a lot of Black girl cosplayers. Like, I follow Kierraplease, Cutiepiesensei, there's Shellanin, and I think, is it Mimi or Momo? Even me having to listen to them and how much pushback they have all gotten. I'm not sure about Kierraplease, if she does have any pushback. I haven't really seen it. But for the others, I've seen them get a lot of pushback, especially for Cutiepiesensei, sometimes when she does her Wonder Woman cosplays and a few others. Just slander, it's just so bad, the pushback that these beautiful women get for trying to be in these spaces. I also would really love to be in those kind of spaces too. I love cosplay. I love dressing up and becoming a different person. I really adore those things. I always have. And this kind of backlash is what kind of deters me from doing it. And I'm sure it does it for so many other people too. And I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be scared to just put on some elf wings and some elf ears and a cosplay because they're not a Black person, when like they don't even have a race. They're a fictional character. And even if they're not Black or they don't have dark skin, so like, what is the issue? If I make a Black version of that character, what is the problem? How am I hurting you by doing that? Even for the citation and the cultural appropriation thing, y'all made Belle Delphine a whole millionaire. She does all of those things and more, babes. If you're gonna keep the rules one way for someone, bring it back to the other people too. Keep the rules the same. Cause like, everybody's playing by a different rule book here. I see some foul play, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Even on the topic of changing the skin color of popular characters, which I see Black people doing a lot, because there is no representation in even mainstream anime for darker skinned characters. We have Yoroichi from Bleach. We have that Black bunny girl from My Hero. She's pretty cute, but still, the characters that we have that are of darker complexion are so limited. Even when people like maybe the studio made them Black, people were like, oh no, they're just tan. They're just tan. The community itself will deflect that person is even a person of color. That's how lacking the diversity is in a lot of this media. And you cannot tell me that anime specifically is only for one race of people, because anime is there for a global audience. Same with Genshin, like they're also now trying to globalize. So if you're trying to reach a global audience, you have to realize that there's more than one kind of people in the world, babes. There's a lot of different kind of people. I'm not even just talking about there only needs to be representation for Black people alone. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that Black people are the ones that get pushed the crap out of everything. And I'm just tired of seeing that. Whenever I see Black artists switching the skin color of a popular character, there's always so much pushback in the comment section. They're like, make your own characters. You shouldn't make the character darker. Somebody said that Anya from Spy Family looked like a prostitute when somebody switched out the skin color of the character. So what are you trying to imply about Black women or Black girls? I had a whole like back and forth on Twitter about it. They were making the same arguments. Hey, why are you switching the color of this character? Why don't you just make your own characters? The point that I was trying to make is if it wasn't this popular character, you would not care. When I see Black people switching the skin colors of popular characters, to me what it reads as is they're trying to force you to look at us. If you see your favorite character depicted in this way, you have no other choice than to see us, than to acknowledge that we're here. And I feel like maybe white people feel like we're encroaching on their territory. We're in a space that we're technically not supposed to be. I'm in favor of people, and I know, hot take, but I'm in favor of people switching out the skin colors of popular characters. I don't think it brings any harm to the character. It's just a different rendition of that character. When you put a character out in the world, it's kind of for the world now. If they want to switch it up and make it a little bit different or change the skin color, then it's up to artistic interpretation at that point. So I feel like it's fine. I don't see any problem with it. I guess vice versa. As someone who's a lighter person, if they choose to cosplay someone who is darker, I'm not gonna get mad. I just think it's quite odd because there's tons of characters that you could play that are of lighter complexion, but up to you. You know, you want to cosplay them, whatever, man. I really don't care. Even when Black people do make their own OCs, y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care about our Black OCs. So that's why when I see them switching out the character to being Black on this hyper visible character, that to me is like, okay, you have to look at us. You have to see us. That's just how I see it. That's pretty much all I wanted to say for this video. Before I go, I have a little bit of an announcement and a little bit of an experiment. I have always wanted to do Twitch and live streaming. I think it would be so much fun to start doing that, and I don't see a lot of Black women in the space. There's more and more of us getting into streaming, and I would like to do it. Why I'm selling it to you guys, if whoever's watching this, is I want to know if I do start streaming, what platform you guys would prefer. If you want me to do it here on YouTube, or if you want me to go to Twitch. If you guys want me to go to Twitch, I'll set up my account and like get started with it and try to mess with it a little bit. It'll probably take me a little bit of time because I've never streamed before, and I would need to get like all of the hardware or whatever else. Whatever I need to start streaming, I'll have to get all those things together. Let me know which platform you guys would prefer me to stream on, either Twitch or YouTube. Yeah, Twitch or YouTube, let me know. Put in the comment section below. Let me know what games you guys want to see me playing. I have an idea for doing retro gaming, so doing all the games that I grew up with when I was a kid. I'll explain more in detail if this is even something you guys even want to see out of me. I think it would be cool to do it though. I would have a ton of fun with you guys if I started a Twitch channel or a YouTube streaming or whatever the heck. You guys know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about everything I've talked about in this video. If you agree with me, disagree with me, let me know in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya. Do you guys like my shirt, by the way? I got it from Wally World. Thank you to Wally World. They had me up in there like, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Because I really love this shirt though. Like, bro, I love me some Yu Hakusho. Yeah.